I'm St. Lucie County Sheriff Ken Mascara. With me is my Chief Deputy Brian Hester, and we are here to update our community about a shooting that occurred yesterday in Fort Pierce, Florida. Yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, and the Chief Deputy and I were honored to partake in the Martin Luther King Parade that traversed through the city of Fort Pierce on Martin Luther King Boulevard. After that parade, there was an after-parade party in the Ellis Park in Fort Pierce, Florida, which is located at 13th Street and Avenue M. As we reported last night, within that park, at the conclusion of that party, shots were fired and 8 people were shot. 4 others were injured as they attempted to flee that chaotic scene of the shooting. I'm here to sadly report that one of those victims died this morning at Lawnwood Hospital. She's a 30-year-old Fort Pierce native who was at the party with her 6-year-old daughter. And now what was a shooting investigation has turned into a murder investigation. As this investigation progresses, as I mentioned, we will be updating our community because we want our community to play a role in solving this horrendous event that occurred yesterday. Chief Deputy Hester will go over the particulars of the investigation and what we know so far. And as I mentioned, we will update you periodically as more information becomes available to us. Chief Deputy?
Thank you, Sheriff. And as the Sheriff said, this is now turned into a homicide investigation. At this time, evidence supports that this shooting was the result of a dispute between 2 rival Fort Pierce gangs. There were over 50 shell casings that were recovered from the scene from 3 different calibers of weapons to support some of that information. Let me be clear that our detectives are working around the clock. This is priority for us. We have every available resource assigned to this investigation. We've been in contact this morning, last night, and are working with all of our local, federal, and state partners with regard to this case. And thank you for the outpouring of support from all the agencies to assist in this investigation. But I assure you that this is our priority for the Sheriff's Office. Let me also be very clear with regard to the suspects in this case. While I'm not going to release any information regarding suspects in the case, we do have information that's flowing in, and I'll talk about how you can give more information here in just a minute. But let me be very, very clear that if you are thinking of or are hiding, supporting, protecting, aiding, helping in any way, any suspect, anyone involved in this heinous incident, then I can assure you that we will arrest you and we will charge you to the fullest extent of the law for partaking in that support. If you have any information that is related to this incident, please call. We have a dedicated hotline that's set up this morning. We have a couple of detectives that are assigned to nothing but that hotline, and we have support staff to filter through the tips and information that come in. But if you have any information, call 772-462-3230. Again, 772-462-3230. And as always, if you'd like to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-273-8477. That's 1-800-273-8477. And there's always opportunity for a reward and for you to remain anonymous through Crime Stoppers. So with that, any information, please call us and let us know. Sheriff?
Lastly, in closing, yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, a legacy built on nonviolence, and sadly, we experienced violence in our community. Our heartfelt sympathies go out to the young lady's family who lost her life in this senseless act, and our community in general. We sympathize with them. We're sorry that this happened, but we are committed to put the people responsible for this act in jail and prosecute to the full extent of the law. Thank you.